Hello everyone, my name is Cami and welcome to my channel, Cami's Corner. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back onto my channel doing like Bath & Body Works and fragrance content with a sprinkle of lifestyle content. But in today's video, we are going to be reviewing another fragrance from the Milk collab, and this is the Cereal Milk Soft Serve. But before we get into today's video, I was not planning on posting this video today. I was going to get my booty into Bath & Body Works to partake in the $5.95 body care sale because I had a coupon burning a hole in my pocket, and then we ended up spending our whole day at an urgent care with Miss Dolly, my little corgi. She's been having some issues like for the past year with a little bit of like blood in her urine, and we've taken her to our like local vet multiple times, and she's had scans done and they're like, oh, she's fine. It's just she's got like cystitis and sometimes it causes some irritation, but she's fine. Well, we went and we took her to the urgent care, and the urgent care vet did not like that our vet really didn't investigate. And they ended up doing a scan on her belly, to like an ultrasound on her belly, and then she ended up peeing out stones. So we now know why she was having some blood in her urine house, because she did have some stones. Luckily, they were able to get her put on some antibiotics and everything, so she's doing much better now. But that's how I spent my Saturday. And then I went to do a BOPUS order, and my local store was sold out of most of the things that I wanted. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to place an online order. I have a 25% off coupon, and now I placed this order late Saturday night, and here I am filming on Sunday, and Bath & Body Works decided to do a flash sale, but it's okay. I didn't really have a plan to use that 25% off before it expired anyway, so it was fine. But I ended up placing an online order because I was able to get all the items that I wanted from the sale, as well as those online exclusives. So you'll see my haul video from that sale maybe Friday. It just kind of depends on when the box ships out. Sometimes Bath & Body Works is very slow, and sometimes they are really fast with shipping out, but as soon as I get my package, I will post that video for you guys. But I just wanted to say that little tangent about a little life update about what's going on. But let's get right into the video. Like I said, we are reviewing the Cereal Milk Soft Serve. I'm almost done reviewing, and I'm so happy to be almost caught up. But this is from the Milk collab. This one has scent notes of soft ice cream, golden cornflakes, and frosted sugar. If you're new to my one-off reviews, I will do a dedicated wears test with lots of notes for a full day, and I will give you guys my thoughts on longevity, the scent bubble, my overall opinions of the fragrance, as well as like my scent preference. And I am just testing out the fine fragrance mist. If you layer with like lotion or anything, you probably will get more longevity, but for the purpose of my review, I like to just review the fine fragrance mist itself. And if you haven't seen my reviews or heard me talk about my reviews, I do spray about 10 to 15 times, about 10 on my clothes and about 5 on my skin, because sometimes I find that the fragrances perform different on my skin versus my clothes. But let's get right into this review. This is the 4th fragrance that I reviewed, and I will rank them all at the end of the video, but I do have the reviews of the other fragrances on my channel if you're interested. But I first sprayed this one bright and early at 7:44 in the morning, and this baby is strong on that first spray. It was like this close to giving me a migraine. I think this was the strongest on the first spray out of the other fragrances that I've tried from this Milk line. And I'm gonna be honest, this fragrance kind of grew on me when I first smelled it. It was pretty much at the bottom with the Raspberry Holiday Pie Bar, but as I wore it and I took the time to actually wear the fragrance for a full day, it was starting to grow on me a little bit, and I was getting a milky kind of grainy frosted flake fragrance, and it was a heavy 9 out of 10 on that first spray with like a medium plus scent bubble. It was so strong. I recommend, if you're going to go around maybe some scent sensitive people, let this one dry down a little bit after the first spray, because it's a little headache inducing. But after about 10 minutes or so, it does die down just a little bit in the scent. So it's not like super headache inducing after about 10 minutes. And on my skin, I was pulling like a weird, like sour scent note out of it. Like it smelled like spoiled milk on my skin, but on my clothes, it was more of like a sweet milky, grainy kind of fragrance. Like it smelled like frosted flakes in cereal, like in milk, you know. But on my skin, it was like a spoiled milk. So if I wore this again, which I would probably wear this again because it did kind of grow on me as I wore it, I would definitely primarily spray just on my clothes and not my skin because it did not smell good on my skin at all. At 8:47, about an hour later, I would say that on my skin, it was like a 7 out of 10. And it definitely was stronger on my clothes versus my skin, which was kind of good. So I didn't like the way it smelled on my skin. So I was kind of glad I could smell more of the scent coming off of my sweatshirt, like versus my actual skin. And I would say it was like a 7.5 out of 10 on my sweatshirt, and my skin was a 7 out of 10. And then at 10:45, 2 hours later, it was both a 5 out of 10 on both sets of my clothes as well as my skin. And then at 12:26, it was completely gone on my skin. So that was what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like 5 hours later, it was completely gone on my skin and like just the faintest bit on my clothes. So I would say this scent lasted a good 5 hours, which I think is actually pretty darn good for a Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mist. I have nothing to compare this one to, but I got like a flaky, grainy, frosted flake with milk. But on my skin, it pulls a lot like a spoiled milk. So I don't love how my skin is reacting to this one. But overall, it wasn't terrible. Definitely not my favorite out of the ones that I've reviewed so far. I will say overall, my scent preference, let's start with that. I would say like a 5 out of 10. It's not my favorite. And because it was smelling a little more spoiled on my skin, I'll rate it like a 5 out of 10. The longevity was pretty good at a 7 out of 10. So overall, I would rate this fragrance a 6 out of 10. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. And I don't think, if I was just like your average consumer just walking into Bath & Body Works and I smelled this one, I still don't think I would have picked this one up. But let me know in the comments below, what were your thoughts on this one? Are you guys getting that like sour note on your skin? On my clothes, it smelled fine. In the cap, like it's fine too. Not my favorite in the cap, but I love the way it smelled when it dried down on my clothes. But just because it smelled so bad on my skin, I would definitely rate this like a 5 out of 10 for my personal preference. But an overall score out of 6 out of 10 is not bad at all. And the longevity, like I said, 5 hours is fantastic. But let's rank these. So in last place, we still have Miss Raspberry Holiday Pie Bar. This one to me just kind of smells like a buttery cough syrup, so that one's not for me. And then in third, we have the Cereal Milk Soft Serve in the third place. And then honestly, tied for second or first would probably be Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel Cookie or the Peppermint Bark Truffle. I don't know why my brain is not like clicking with these names, and I'm having such a hard time remembering what these fragrances are called, but these would definitely be in my top two, like interchangeably, and I could see myself wearing these ones all the time. But overall, I'm not mad at this fragrance. I just don't think I'll pick this up in any other forms. And I haven't picked up any of the body washes or anything from this collection. I just feel like I don't need it. Maybe if I could find them for 75% off, maybe I will. I definitely would pick up the Peppermint Bark Truffle and a body wash and maybe the Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel Cookie, but definitely these two. I really don't need anything else from the collection. And I think we have, what, one more? Is it just the classic milk fragrance that we need to review? The birthday one? I don't know if I'll end up reviewing that one because I'm a little behind on reviews. And then now that I have the new fragrances coming, like new to me, the online exclusives like the gingerbread latte and Mrs. Claus's cocktail, I have some more reviews that I need to do. I'm finally getting caught back up, and then Bath & Body Works is like, here's all these new fragrances. So, and I just got that A Toast to You too as well. So I'll have to review that one as well. But I think maybe this is where we'll call it for the milk fragrances. I think this was it, right? It was the milk, like the pink bottle, which I feel like that one is all gone already. I don't really need to talk about that one. The hype around that one is kind of gone since that collection came out first. And then I reviewed these four, and I don't think there's another one. If I'm missing another one, I will review it, but I don't know if there is. So that might be the end of the milk reviews. If you guys enjoyed today's review, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know. Tell me your rankings of the milk collection. I would probably put the birthday one in between cereal milk like ahead of cereal milk. So my bottom two would still be the cereal milk and then the raspberry holiday pie bar. But let me know your guys' rankings down in the comments below. Also, let me know, did you guys participate in the body care sale? And if you like seeing my face, Bath & Body Works, fragrance, or lifestyle content, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button because it's free to you, helps me out so very much, and you guys can always change your mind later. Thanks again, you guys, for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!